Let's talk about something that I came across recently that made me pause. And it was a statement that said, anyone who is 35 and has never been in a relationship should get therapy. Now, I'm all for personal growth and I'm a huge advocate for therapy, but that statement, not only is it oversimplified, it's harmful. So today I want to break down 5 reasons why this kind of thinking just misses the mark completely and why we need to approach this topic with more grace and understanding. Now, point number one, where we must start off, is that this idea pathologizes singleness. It sends the message that if you've reached a certain age and you haven't had a romantic relationship, then something must be wrong with you. But the truth is that not everyone's story includes early or even traditional romantic milestones. Some people have focused on their careers, others have navigated family responsibilities, and some have simply not met the right person. And that is not a character flaw. Not being in a relationship isn't a diagnosis, and it should never be. Point number two is that this kind of statement brings shame with it. It implies that you're broken or that you have failed at something that everyone should have figured out by now. But here's the thing. Shame has never and will it ever be a good motivator for growth. People are already carrying the weight of expectations, timelines, and what they think they should have done by now. Adding shame to that only makes the load heavier, not lighter. So let's not do that to people. Point number three, it completely ignores context. There are so many reasons why someone might not have had a relationship by 35. Maybe they've been healing from past trauma. Maybe they grew up in a community that just discouraged dating. Or they have had to put other life priorities first. Or maybe they just haven't found a relationship that felt right to them. And so context matters. You can't assume someone's emotional health based on just one life detail. That's not fair and it's not wise. So let's not do it. Point number four is that it reinforces the idea that you're supposed to hit certain milestones by certain ages. Like we say things like in a relationship at 25, married by 30, kids by 32. And where did all these deadlines come from anyway? Society? Culture, social media. When we pressure people to conform to arbitrary timelines, we end up with people rushing into relationships out of fear of being left behind, not out of love and purpose. That's not the goal. I've seen people rush into marriages, and sadly, many ended up divorced, having to start all over again. And who's to say that that is better than never having been in a relationship in the first place? Sometimes what looks like progress, according to society's timeline, is actually emotional regression. It's not about getting married quickly. It's about building something healthy, stable, and purposeful. Rushing doesn't guarantee happiness, and being single is not a failure. We must wake up to that reality. Point number five, and finally, this is what I want to say, that this take misrepresents therapy. Therapy isn't just for people who are broken or failing. Therapy is a space for anyone who wants to grow, reflect, heal, or gain clarity. So, yes, someone who's 35 that has never been in a relationship, they might benefit from therapy. But so might someone who has had 5 relationships, or someone that has been like married twice, or someone who feels completely content with being single. Therapy isn't a punishment or a prescription. It's a gift, and we should treat it that way. So, in closing, here's my take. Instead of jumping to conclusions about someone's relationship history, let's ask better questions. Let's ask things like, are you fulfilled? Are you self aware? Do you want a relationship? What is your story? Life isn't one size fits all. Some people bloom in their 20s, others in their 40s, and some people just don't follow the relationship path at all. And that's okay too. Let's stop measuring people's worth by romantic timelines and start seeing the whole person. Because real love, like self, of others, and of God, it doesn't come on a deadline. And with that, I just want to say thank you for listening and entertaining this idea, because I think we need to normalize some of these things. And if you felt heard or seen or acknowledged by the things that we just talked about, then make sure that you internalize it, but share it with somebody else that might need the same thing, because that's something that we can do for each other. So follow Jesus, and I'll see you on the next one. Until later, bye bye.